I'm in Boston catching up with Jephte and Shawniece for the first time since Decision Day, which was nearly a year ago. We originally matched Jephte and Shawniece due to their compatibility, but one main difference they have is their style of communication. Shawniece wears her heart on her sleeve, while Jephte tends to be more reserved and guarded. So it's great to see you both. I noticed that neither of you are wearing your wedding rings.
I took them.
You took them?
To be fair, she was really mad.
Why was I mad? Since you want to bring it up, let's talk about why I was mad. The reason why I took the rings is because I just felt like we were just at a point in time where we were arguing and Jephte still wasn't happy. So I just said, you know, after 8 months, if you're still not happy, then what are we doing? So I just made the decision to separate.
All right, so we weren't together at the time. Like, all right, we're still married, but like we weren't really together. I felt like I had to get back to being who I was before all of this happened. So I went back out and I was doing my thing. She was really mad, she was upset, and she took the rings and, well, I didn't see her for
A long time.
maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. Well, my season was there and I was dealing with the social media backlash, the people writing articles about me, and it really affected my mental state. I was like, my head was just so messed up. It was just like, I was reading like the worst things about myself and I started to internalize that stuff, and like I was really messed up in the head. Like it was really hard.
You know, and it sounds like you went through a pretty depressive state.
Yeah.
All the things you're describing.
I never felt like that before. It was scary. Like I didn't know what to do.
Go ahead, Jephte, and turn to Shawniece and talk about what this depression was like for you.
It's almost like you're like mentally drowning, like you're moving and you feel like you gotta keep pushing, but like I feel like it felt like my whole brain went just like numb. Or I felt weak, I felt like vulnerable. Sorry I didn't tell you that, but I didn't know how to communicate things with you. It was early on in your pregnancy, and you were a high risk for miscarrying that. I was scared to talk because I didn't want to lose the baby. In my mind, I'm thinking this is the best thing for the baby. Like, I'll take this mental L for as long as I can, as long as the baby gets through, and you know how much I care about the baby. All right, good night. You ain't got me talk about my baby.
It's okay.
All right, chill.
I feel like Jephte breaking down over his baby is a huge shift from the Jephte we've known previously, and I really like this side of Jephte. Now, it's critical that Jephte and Shawniece address their marital issues so that they're in a much better place before the baby arrives. Shawniece, what did you hear him say about some of the concerns he had just with the relationship and being able to talk with you?
I know sometimes it's hard for you to talk to me, and then me being pregnant only added to that. And I'm sorry that you couldn't talk to me or you didn't feel like it, because I would always want you to be able to talk to me. But I do have to put myself first at times, so even when it does feel like I'm walked away, I don't want you to ever think that I walked away from you. It's because it's just how I protect myself.
When we think about wanting to improve the communication between the two of you, if you're starting from a place like this where you are this vulnerable and just putting it all out on the table, now that just tells me that there's so much promise here to be able to bring the two of you closer together.